Monday, October 6th, and we get a great matchup for Monday Night Football with the Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars, but that's not all. We get postseason baseball, and we're going to talk about the entire slate of games. In this video, you're going to get the 4 best player props on that slate, as well as the sportsbook play of the day. So make sure you're paying attention, make sure you're locking in, and get ready to make some money.
Dropping game daily, no charge, no fee. Stacking up dubs like it's all on me. Bell keep ringing, whole squad stay lit. Sub to the channel, don't you dare miss it.
Before we get rocking and rolling and going over all of these free plays that I have cooked up for you guys for Monday, I need you to do a couple things that are absolutely free. First, go ahead, smash that like button. Get this video to 200 likes, and when the free sportsbook play cashes, one of you will get all of the profits. You just have to like the video and comment below. 200 likes, one of you gets all of the profits of putting $100 on the play. Now, gang, that's not all. As you just heard, I give away money in these videos. I give away bonus free plays over on winible.com. Make sure you're subscribed because I drop these videos every single day, never missing a beat and cashing out at an astronomical rate. We still have Drake May to clear us on our player prop play from Sunday as well. That one's a little bit shaky right now. This is a super low scoring game, not a lot going on. I do have a feeling, though, that the flip will switch for the second half. We'll see what happens there. But make sure you're liking, make sure you're subscribed, and get on over. My buddy Stan, down below in the description, can get you the link to get over there, join the free play. I dropped bonus free plays like a ton of touchdown plays today. We had a $5 to $82,000 play, and granted, it did not cash. So during MLB, I did my favorite 3. I'll probably start doing that now that we have enough data for football. Today, I just did a huge monster long shot, and yes, it didn't cash, but it cleared a lot of lines, and if you lock them in straight like I told you to do with the home run plays, you made a ton of money. So get on over there, get those plays. I threw out a free baseball play. That one's about to cash. We had Judge and Rice for the Yankees, and then we had Screwball with some strikeouts. And last I checked, he was over halfway there. I have no doubt that that one will cash as well. So free plays, cashing over on the free plan on Winnable, and you see it right here. This is what we did in premium. We have been on absolute fire in the touchdown department. Thursday Night Football, we had Jake Tongs for the first touchdown. We had him for an anytime touchdown. Both of those cleared. Jake Tongs plus 2,500 for that first touchdown score. It was massive. Today, we had Jake Ferguson plus 126 there. We had Achane and Javonte Williams plus 204. We had Evan Ingram plus 380. We had the Colts money line. We had the Broncos plus 7.5, who had a great end of that game and ended up winning that game. That was crazy ending. Now, we had Darren Waller plus 310 as well. We had a correlated play of Baker Mayfield and Emeka Egbuka with Sam Darnold and Jackson Smith-Njigba. They didn't need any kind of knocking down. Both quarterbacks cleared 300. Both receivers cleared 100. That was an easy bucket winner, plus 230. Then we had Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt to get into the end zone, plus 250 on the day. Then we had 230 yards from Dak, 210 from Darnold, then 200 from Daniels. Easy cash, plus 356. We just kept on winning. And then this one was the free play from yesterday. So depending on where you locked it in and what you took away from that video, if you locked it in on Betr, where I told you to lock it in, where the line was 39.5, you cashed this 3-man. If you locked it in anywhere else, you didn't. This was not the free play, rather. This was a 50-50 premium play because we had Waddle instead of our other receiver that we had for the free play there. So this one was not a cash, but this Quentin Johnston, what I just said matters because the free play, he got 40 yards, he hooked us, but he cashed you out if you listened to me in yesterday's video. Next play, we had the Cardinals and the Chargers, absolutely disastrous. I'm showing you some losers because we aren't perfect all the time. Cardinals gave it away in the fourth quarter, just handed the Titans the win. Chargers fell apart. I thought last week's game against the Giants was an anomaly. They look to be struggling heavily right now. Commanders got Jaden Daniels back, took the game. I thought the Chargers were going to have a nice bounce back week. I was wrong. That play did not cash. Then we had this one as well, a nice either or player touchdown scorer parlay, and Quentin Johnston nor Keenan Allen got into the end zone. So we're not perfect, but we profit every single night. We make a ton of money over on premium. We're not done though, because I gave this one out. It was a little Sunday night flyer. Sometimes I'll do this for VIP. You can either lock it in or not. It's up to you really. But I put flyer so that you guys know it's high risk, but I like every single line individually rather. So this one, honestly, if I had to guess right now, I'd say it's not going to cash. That over 40.5. There's no way. It's 3-3 going into the half. Now, like I said, I do think the second half kind of flips because that tends to happen in these games, but 40.5 is going to be a little bit hard to get. So we'll see what happens there. But it was a flyer. It was a little bit of fun for the VIP gang. If you want to get in for the next 30 days, use code OVO. You'll get the rest of October, a couple days in November, all MLB postseason, the NHL, football, college football, NFL, everything, 80% off with code OVO on that month pass. So hop in, get your feet wet, see what it's all about, and start cashing more slips. And now we're going to go over our 4-man player prop parlay for Monday Night Football and the MLB. And player prop number 1, Travis Etienne Jr., one of my sneaky best picks in fantasy football this year, and I think he's going to have himself a day on Monday. We're taking him over 59.5 all day long. As you can see here, the Chiefs defense struggles against rushing yards allowed, ranking 22nd in the entire NFL. He's done this in 3 of his last 5, but this last one was last season. He had a bad year. He's got Liam Cohen now. He has been absolutely monstrous. 143 first week. Now it's Carolina's defense, but still their defense is actually ranked higher than the Chiefs defense. Then you had 71 against Cincinnati. Houston, very, very good defense, still topped 56. They have a way better defense than the Kansas City Chiefs. And then you got a very good defense in the 49ers, and he got ripped off 124 yards. I fully expect him to go well above this 60 mark, but we're going to take it safe and leave it right at that 60. And as you can see from below, Derrick Henry, who's been struggling mightily this season, not really being used either by this Baltimore team for whatever reason, is the only running back this season that didn't top his under-over mark. Everybody else cruised on over. Justice Hill, the backup technically in Baltimore, got 76 yards. Cam Scatterbo, the most electric running back in the entire NFL. He's going to get CTE, but I absolutely love watching him play. Got 60. Tyrone Tracy, the backup in that game, 29. And Saquon is going to Saquon. He got 88. He slowed down a little bit, but that was week 1 when he was ripping him still, and he got 88. I think Travis Etienne, he's not better than some of those running backs on paper, but he's having a better season quietly. And I think he's going to top probably 70 to 80 yards in this game. It all really depends on game script. But I do think the game script for Liam Cohen and the Jaguars is going to keep the ball out of Kansas City's best player, and that's Patrick Mahomes. How do you do that? You run the ball, you eat clock. Travis Etienne, over 59.5 rushing yards. And next, though we could take Xavier Worthy here, and if you want to add him in on the play, go right ahead. I think his line set at like 55.5 or something like that, which I'd still kind of like. But Juju Smith-Schuster is the wide receiver 2 on this team, outpacing, not McCole Hardman, Hollywood Brown. He's outpacing Hollywood Brown all season. He's having another guy that's having really a quiet, good season. He has topped this line. We don't care about the last 10 because last season he wasn't anything. This year, he's done it in 3 of his last 4 games. 3 games this season, he's cruised over this. The lowest being against Baltimore, who does have a pretty shitty defense, probably worse than Jacksonville in the secondary department. He cruised, though, 36 yards, still clearing this line. The Giants, domination. He got 55 yards in that game, 55 against the Chargers, who have a very good defense, 5 against Philly. Not sure what happened in that one. I think they were running the ball a little bit more, if I can remember correctly. That's a couple weeks ago now. I got fog brain. But I believe he's the wide receiver 2. I think he's going to get at least 3 to 4 receptions in this game, topping that 29.5. I think this line set way too low for him, especially since Jacksonville has a 23rd ranked secondary receiving yards allowed department. And if you scroll down here, as you can see, Kendrick Bourne topped his line. Xavier Hutchinson topped his line. Nico Collins burnt him for 104. Jamar Chase burnt him for 165. Now, T. Higgins got 56, but his line was set at 64, but that still tops the 30 mark. And I put Juju. He's not as good as T. Higgins on paper, obviously, but he's in that department where he's going to get as many receptions because everybody's going to be worried about Worthy. They're going to be worried about Old Man Winter, Travis Kelce, and that's where Juju is going to come in. He's going to clear his line. He's going to cash us out. I think he gets probably 35 to 38 yards in this game. So 29.5, super reasonable. We're going to hammer that one and put it on this play. And next, we're switching it up to the MLB. Now, the Dodgers-Phillies, this is going to be a great game. The Dodgers are favorited here, but the Phillies are at home. I think this series could do a bit of a zigzag effect. So I'm not really sure who wins this game because the Dodgers do have a better pitcher on the mound. Jesus Luzardo is a bit spotty throughout the year. He is what he is, I guess you could say. But Teoscar Hernandez, even if you're going to lock this in straight on a sportsbook, plus 101 is great odds for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He's done this 62% of the time head-to-head against the Phillies. He's done this in 7 of his last 10. He's done this in 3 games in a row. He did this in Game 1 against Philly. I think he's going to do it again for us on Monday. He is 3 for 8, betting a 375 against Luzardo with an RBI, which bodes very, very well for the prop that we're taking. And on top of that, he is batting a 250 against left-handed pitchers with 30 hits, 16 runs scored, and 17 RBIs. And Luzardo, he struggles against the righty. He's got a 4.47 ERA, 251 batting average allowed, giving up 0.9 home runs per 9. I don't know if Teoscar is going to get a home run, but I love him to get on base. And I love the next guy to knock him in. And that man is none other than Freddie Freeman. We love him in this game. Think he's going to have an absolutely monster game here. We're taking him for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And again, this is another one that you can add on the sportsbook straight for a nice plus 102 payout. He's done this in 7 of his last 10. And now I know he's only 30% head-to-head against Philadelphia as a whole, but he did this for us on Sunday. I think he's going to do it again for us on Monday as well. Against Luzardo, he's got fantastic numbers. 4 for 11, 364 batting average, 4 hits, 1 home run, and 2 RBIs. Quite literally, I think he could do this with 1 swing of the bat. Now, he's a lefty going on a lefty, and that is a bit of a concern here, but he bats a nice 285 still against left-handed pitchers, 45 hits, 20 runs scored, 19 RBIs. And although Luzardo does a little bit better against the lefties here with a 2.31, a 205 batting average, and only 0.4 home runs per 9 innings given up to that left-handed batter, Freddie Freeman has already seen him a ton. He's 7 of his last 8 games on the road over this prop. And he's got great numbers against Luzardo, and I think there's going to be some runs scored in this game. Now, the under-over is only set at 7.5, with the under being favorited, because I honestly think that's because Blake Snell's on the line for the Dodgers, so they're a little bit concerned about that. But I don't see the pitching battle stopping really either one of these teams, especially if Philadelphia wakes up, and I think the Dodgers are going to score a plethora of runs. So we're taking Freddie Freeman here over 1.5 hits, runs, and RB. And I highly, highly, highly recommend locking this one in on Betr. It's a nice 7x payout. And literally while I was talking, when I went back to the Betr screen, the line for Juju already increased by 1 yard. I still like it. It's 30.5 now. Like I said, I think it gets like 36 to 38, somewhere in that realm. So I still like that line. I'm still going to take it. So, but get over there before it keeps on going up. We got Juju at 30.5, Travis Etienne Jr. 59.5, and Hernandez and Freeman both for 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We're squashing them all together. 7x payout, and the best promo on the market. When you sign up for Betr with code FFAPE, you get a $200 deposit match and $10. You get $10 for free without even depositing any money. But when you deposit, they match up to $200, and I highly recommend taking full advantage of all of that. And on top of that, when you deposit, using code FFAPE, send me the proof at the number below, and I'm going to put a little cherry on top for you and give you 2 free weeks of all of our premium plays. You saw what we did all weekend long. Come cash with us, and this is how you can get in the door for absolutely free. So sign up for Betr with code FFAPE. And now we're on to the sportsbook play of the day. We look like we're about to cash Sundays. I don't want to jinx it, But the Patriots into halftime up 6-3, which at the very least, I think they're going to cover that plus 14.5 that we gave them with ease. Now, where we're locking this in, ONYX, there's a 100% deposit match up to $100 when you sign up with code FFAPE, and a huge cherry on top. You get a free month of premium to lock in with us all 30 days, all month long. So use code FFAPE, sign up for ONYX, send me the proof, and get a free month of premium plays, every single sport, everything that I lock in for absolutely free. And you saw what we just did on Sunday. We do that just about every single day over in premium. Now, what's the play? What are we going to take? It's a minus 118. So what I'm going to do to give it a nice 100 payout to one of you when we get 200 likes, I'm going to put a $120 on this play. That way it's a nice even $100 to whoever wins. And honestly, I can't use ONYX. I live in New York. I wish I could. I can't get it. I'm lucky I can see the screen in front of me that is on the screen for you guys. So it might be better odds on a sports book that I lock it in at. I'm going to do some line shopping. But at the minimum, it'll be $100 to whoever comments and smashes that like button if this video gets to 200 likes. And what do we have in store? Well, we have a little bit of a juiced play here. I told you I'd like some runs to be scored in this Dodgers game. I think the Dodgers might even pull it off, even though I think it's going to be a zigzag. The Phillies are at home. It's tough to say who's going to win this game. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a very hard game to pick. It's game 2. You saw what I did. I picked the Yankees on Sunday. That did not go in our favor. They got absolutely demolished. They're looking like they're about to get swept. My teams, I'm telling you right now, it's really tough to be a New York fan this time of year. It's about when I start retiring all my New York gear because all my teams start letting me down. But in this game, we don't care who wins. We just need runs, and I think we get that pretty easily. I told you about Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez. I think the Dodgers alone score about, at minimum, 3 to 4 runs in this game, and I don't think the Phillies are going to go quietly. So we're going to take over 5.5 total runs in that game. And now here's the fun one. Jacksonville Jaguars plus 10.5. Kansas City destroyed Baltimore in week 4. They're looking for their 3rd straight win. They could do so, but I'm just not ready to say the Chiefs are back to elite form. I mean, look what Houston did to the depleted Ravens on Sunday. And Travion Walker, 13 pressures, 2 sacks, has a chance to play despite undergoing a wrist procedure. But even if he doesn't, I like the Jags to keep it close in this game. The Chiefs are vulnerable against the run. They allow the 4th most yards before contact, which is another great reason why we're taking Travis Etienne, in part because they play so much too high safety. They play too high safeties at a 61 or 68.1% rate, which is crazy. Look for another strong game from Travis Etienne and a game that goes down to the wire. So you could just take Jacksonville plus 3.5. I wouldn't take it less than anything but a touchdown. We're going to give this a little bit more, plus 10.5. We want the easy bucket win here. We're not trying to get crazy with it. We're taking the Jags plus a field goal and a touchdown in this game against Kansas City Chiefs on Monday night. It's also prime time, so this could be a little bit of a lower scoring affair. That tends to happen. That trend is real. So I absolutely love this play to be I love this game to be close, which makes me love this play. So that's the play. One of you will get at minimum $100. You'll find out exactly how much. Go to Winible. It's absolutely free. I'll drop the plays there as well. I'll do this play and the player prop play so you can see exactly how I locked it in on what app I locked it in, all that good stuff. But I highly recommend the 2 that are in this video. Great promos, legal in a bunch of states. I just unfortunately live in New York, so I can't use these apps. But I want to point them out to you because they have the best promos on the market. If I could, I'd sign up and get all that free money. It's the easiest way to grow your bankroll. And all you got to do is sign up with code FFA. That's what I got for you guys. Let's finish out this Sunday Night Football play. Let's cash out that plus 14.5 for the Patriots. Let's roll into Monday hot. Let's cash these plays. Let's cash more premium plays. And let's have a run. Thank you guys so much for your time. I'll be dropping another free play video tomorrow, so make sure you're back again. We never miss a day. I appreciate every single one of you for always tuning in. Thank you guys so much for your time, and I will see you in the next video.